These were some of the best highlights from all the matches of the day at Worlds 2024.
Seeming to get out too far ahead as Razor looking for a play on mid.
Yep, he's driving through. There is the turnaround though from Xiaohu. He does have Tarzan here, but the first blood still just comes through, and Tarzan diving onto Razork now underneath the turret, and it's a double for the little Tiger. My God!
Big Tiger now.
This is it's a Sher Khan. He's got Tarzan with him. They're used to that, and they're pushing in this wave. And of course, Italy pretty happily getting through those.
Yeah, I think you'll be able to get at least some of them here, but Fnatic have the earlier move with Jun heading over. There's no teleport on Humanoid, though, because of the early skirmish and loss. So now their mid laner's not going to be here. It looks a little sketchy.
Yep, 2 of the grubs already taken down. That was where Tarzan invested his smite. That won't be contested on the 3rd one. So maybe Fnatic going to be putting a little bit more pressure on the next spawn.
Yeah, it's one of the benefits, too, of having Misfortune as your bottom laner. You saw Light kind of walking up very quickly with the strut movement speed.
Kind of the worst of both worlds for Fnatic as well, because you don't really have anything that you can do there towards the grubs with the rotation. As Razor maybe looking for a play here.
Yep, going to be spotted on a ward as he does make his way in, but there's Jun with the engage. They do a lot of damage, and Light will be going down. Jun's still going to be sacrificed, so a 1-for-1 in the end, but this might give Fnatic enough time to grab some plates as well. That's looking like that is just going to be given over. I think the first dragon, not something you necessarily need to lose your minds over. 600 gold the lead for Weibo, but I think to go back to what we were talking about in the draft, this isn't that bad, right?
We'll see about the swaps if they can get it back, but currently Tarzan on the bottom side as we're still a minute away from that second grub pack spawning, and he wants to punish bot.
Yeah, as the bullet time to come through there, not really doing very much, but Noah still has to use the cleanse. The ignite comes down afterwards. Good sidestep there from at least Noah, but Jun unfortunately is going to be left to the wolves. Nice Magnet Storm just to make sure that his Varus is safe, but it's not going to keep him alive as Light gets his revenge.
Died earlier. They have been able to get vision, set it up here, so they do still really want to go. I do think that the gold lead that is there for Weibo isn't by itself detrimental, but if they're getting caught off guard...
Razork does come through, does find the stun into the wall. The Impale comes through, but he was stunned. Not actually going to bring him anywhere, and Breathe with that ultimate is keeping himself alive for so long. Almost survives, but doesn't. Gets cut down by Noah. He's going to be traded through, though. Both top laners to go down as Chris getting taken down over and over again. You can see Razork down low. Jun as well, just trying to get out the crash down the flash, and Fnatic are out of there.
Really needed more kills to make that worth their while.
Oh, Chris finding the interruption on the recall. Will be able to take down Humanoid there, and that means these grubs are definitely going over to Weibo.
Humanoid did flash over into the Tri-Brush in the earlier play, and so then here, while he's recalling by the Tri-Brush at their tower, just gets spotted by Chris.
Actually, not too bad, though, for Fnatic.
This is working.
As, obviously, topside was, I think, going to get taken nonetheless, with their bot lane already showing towards that bot wave. You can't really fight this topside right now. 3-0 on Xiaohu. Tarzan, obviously, really fed due to the early impact that he's made.
Yeah,
Oscar alone is not going to be enough. Again, 6 grubs!
Yeah, they're just hitting it. Tarzan as well can give attack speed over to Xiaohu. It is just going to be taken out, and that's what happens, I think.
His hardest, but he doesn't have a lot of attack speed to get through the turret.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work. It's Chris taking a little bit of damage there, but not really too much to worry about as Noah finally does get through that structure. And so I think 6 plates to 7 is where it was at, if memory serves. So not actually that bad, but an inner turret going down?
Yeah, exactly. It's very rare in this, check-in at the 14-minute mark and where they're checking in on turret plates.
The problem with Fnatic falling this far behind for me is that even though, again, I think that composition is a little bit more playable when you are in a deficit because of the CC.
Oh, Crisp is deep.
But do you have the damage?
Very far forward as Breathe does get through the turret. Let's see how Eclipse is going to work here. Taxi's out with the Zenith Blade as now Oscar in, and he's trying to make his way, and he's teleporting right on top of 2 members of Weibo, and now he's dashing after Tarzan. Flashes over the wall. Tarzan should be taken down here, but meanwhile, the rest of the fight, the culling comes on through. Oscar in is able to finally take down the Nidalee as Xiaohu dashing through, finds that piercing light, but can he get anything more?
Oscar,
as the wraparound's coming through, this could be the team fight. Another huge counter-strike onto 2 as Humanoid gets the kill on the Misfortune. The damage is falling, and Fnatic will find it!
It's the reverse Fnatic! They fell behind early, but find a monster fight here!
And it's still a fair bit of vision available, a fair few traps available here. So Weibo do understand what's going on, but they will, I think, look to take down this turret first. And let's see whether Fnatic let them. It's another smash into the wall. Double impale from Razov. There's the counter-strike as well. He barely needed it. Xiao just going to fall. Crisp immediately afterwards. And the rest of Weibo are reeling. They're going to lose the dragon. They could lose more.
Get off of our turret now!
It's still there!
And Xiaohu tried to finish it. Xiaohu has flash, by the way. Crisp has flash, by the way. And they wanted to finish the turret. They thought they could finish the turret in time.
Apologies, Atlas. I didn't mean
It's
to.
okay. I don't think that one's been coined before. Please let me know if you
That's
have
an
any
Atlas
idea.
special.
Yeah. But you made me feel like right home about something.
As long as these summoners are there for this AD carry, I think Weibo are going to have a tough time. Is Breathe.
Yeah, Breathe is going to find Jun here, but also a few extra friends that maybe he didn't want to hang out with, as there's a teleport coming through as well. He is soaking a lot. The Sterix is going to be there. The zoning impale comes through, and the culling just tickling Oscar Innen, who still dives forward. I'm not sure about that one. Xiaohu going to finish him off in the end. Bullet time not doing a whole lot of anything, and the minion wave is there to soak these spears.
But they might feel like they are on a timer. Breathe looking for a flank, does get marked by Oscar, and not a lot of vision available here.
Yeah, Breathe going to get pushed away. Counter-Strike
Poke.
not really going to find too much, but Fnatic kind of getting split here as Humanoid off to the side. Doesn't want to have to flash to get in towards a fight here. And Xiaohu clearing out vision over and over. It is going to be the Drake picked up as Razork. You can see it. He wants to find the angle, but that is a beautiful interruption. And
Looking for the 5v5s. I don't know if that's the way to go against Fnatic, because this front line is beefy.
And these last 20 seconds, Weibo have been losing resources with the Jack split push.
yeah, Xiaohu trying to get in there. Chris with the flash. Zenith Blade does try
CP.
to get Humanoid out of the fight. Xiaohu just going to be taken down, though Noah says no. That is going to be the bullet time. So there's a trade of mid laners now, but Fnatic feel like they still want this fight, and you can understand why. Chris thrown into the blender and will be chopped down.
flashing.
And they are not done yet. Smacked into the wall is the Crocodile, and Breathe just has to slice and dice his way out. Yep, comes in immediately here as Razok playing Dodge the Spear. Game that you're sort of forced into playing when there's an Italy on the field. That is going to be the Ocean Drake being taken down to about half health already here as Spear's being avoided. Oscar Innen still just trying to play that front line, and Razok, if he stands in front of his team, it's very difficult to get anything past him. You can see he's so incredibly tanky, and that is going to be that third Ocean taken down, and now he's driving forward, finds the slam into the wall. The Impale goes down as well. The Magnus Storm just sucks them all in, and the Renekton Nidalee just lying on the floor in an instant.
To chunk him out were expended, and so Fnatic have the advantage in the fight. They take the objective, they get the kill, and they're going to take Baron too.
Cross map being set up here for Weibo. Xiaohu going for that, but that's, I think, all they're going to get. Oscar has been sent over. Can TP in case of a crazy Weibo contest, but that's not coming through. And Fnatic, I think the expectations, particularly after some of their previous games, not going to be very high. But what's the key thing to me, or outside of that one play from Oscar,
Would worry some people, but we'll see
yeah,
whether
I was
it
about to
works
say
out.
that, but now comes actually killing the Nexus. And I think first, getting inhibitors, right, makes it so much easier to play the map. Weibo have been very proactive about continuously looking for these fights.
I mean, from this point on, it is just so easy for Fnatic.
Oh my.
Because
Yeah, he's full-
Weibo's comp has just run
build.
out of steam, and would be their dream
or a
scenario.
crazy
Yeah,
flank.
Breathe looking for that angle. You can see the Crocodile making his way in. Chris going to start up the fight as Razok just
see
a
him.
brick wall in front, and they will just choose to kill the Leona, and she's going to go down extremely quickly. The bullet time not really doing too much. The culling following suit, and Oscar dives into that backline, a triple kill just instantly. That's one heck of a counter-strike for that engage as Breathe not going to be doing enough here. And Jun just going to come back just to help out with these guys as Razok is immortal. This Skarner is never going to die.
This one, Kobe.
It's Fnatic with the outscale. It's Fnatic with the comeback.
Oh my goodness, this was not on my bingo card this morning, but I'm very happy to sketch it in crayon as these Nexus turrets are falling down, and Fnatic on their home turf will not be pushed away by Weibo in game one. Not with that early game composition. They'll move up 1-0 in the series. Unfortunately, there's no Amumu, but it's fine. You can layer these abilities on top of each other. With a Magnet Storm, you can just kill everyone.
Here's my question to you, though. How much Wombo combo is too much? Do you even need the extra piece of misfortune? Because
No.
do you want another, like, oh,
No
big
such thing as too much.
And
punish on that?
Yeah, information over to both sides here, as that is going to be Tarzan locking down the blue buff. Gets the crash into the wall as well, as Noah's going to come on over. Level 3 Breathe taking a fair bit of damage now as Humanoid, he can rotate over as well.
They're going in!
Possibly in trouble. There's the crash down. Crisp taking so much damage, but he flashes to get away. Razok doing exactly the same thing. Noah just standing there looking for someone to hit, as Razok should be taken out, but not before they get the kill on the Rakan. And now Xiaohu, remember, doesn't have
He's
flash
stuck.
and is now in the Thunderdome, but the rest of Weibo are there trying to keep him safe. Counter-Strike to come out. Just trying to zone him away as best they can.
This wave state is horrible, though. It's pushing away from Breathe, and the rest of Weibo is towards the top side of the map, trying to get these grubs. They will get that. Fnatic looking to counter with both a Dragon and possibly Jun. He's still backing. It looks like they're going to let Breathe get to the wave anyway, so just a trade of objectives here.
Yeah, quite nice there for Weibo. Honestly, the player that I had my magnifying glass on from the Champion Select in light on his Ezreal is probably the place that they are still most.
As the bottom lane moves towards topside.
Quite early as well, considering normally this happens to try and get... Oh!
Whoa, there's the flash in, the Shattering Strike, and the bullet time comes through. Crisp, there was nothing he could do about it. It's now Tarzan looking for an opportunity. They're not going to be able to find the angle. Good flash. They look to start off these grubs. Already 3 in possession, so they only need to get 1 to activate these mites. It's now Xiaohu rotating over a ward as well, but gets that
Reaver's
ward
back
into the river. And so that is going to be the first one taken down. 4 grubs, make that 5. As Fnatic just say, yeah, you had 6 last time and we still seem to win, so may as well just not fight for it.
If they're not taking it, then Oscarin, how come he didn't hard push on the wave? Now he goes up to hard push the wave, that all of them are gone. Did make them a little bit extra cautious, but in the end, they're going to cede it due to the completed items here.
Yep, looks like Fnatic will just be able to take this one down. Crisp is going to poke his head in, see what's going on, but Tarzan not in the area, and that is going to mean the Dragon does go over to Fnatic. We've got another Ocean Soul back-to-back this game. A lot of brushes, as now Crisp going to get slowed down, but it's Rakan. Fair bit of mobility as far as options there. They get the teleport out. Razok just holds onto the ulti. But now the Magnus Storm still comes in. Bullet time doing so much work as Crisp. Burning down, but still going to be able to escape. And now Breathe on the flank angle, and he finds Jun, takes him out. And that is going to be the second kill in the fight as Razok hits the deck. Weibo, they struck a little bit late in that one, but it worked out so beautifully.
To get Humanoid out.
This time, just like in game number 1, Weibo is going to be able to pick this up.
Oscar take this turret as well.
He has been left to his own devices in the bot lane, so just pushing away. First turret blood to come through.
Ooh, John looking for a little bit of a wraparound here as Razok not able to get the interruption on the back. There goes the Rift Herald. Tarzan collects that one. We'll see whether we get an earlier turret take in mid lane this time, as if at first you don't succeed, let's just do it again. As he does get charmed, doesn't quite work out as Crisp with the quickness finds 1 charm. There's the knock up, the flash forward into the Impale. Shockwave layered on top. Man, that looked completely unplayable for Humanoid.
It's pretty much game over. Did feel very telegraphed. Maybe the call was that even if he does invest the flash, Crisp just follows up with his own, and you still end up going down. I'd have to see the replay, but it is a big win for Weibo.
A bit far up here as they're trying to get some control. Shattering Strike comes in, another crash down as there's the Equalizer doing a lot of work. And there goes the Skarner, couldn't do anything about it at all. As Chris battle dances his way out, and the Rift Herald does get a charge, might get a turret, but I don't think they'll get a Dragon.
Deja vu?
Yeah.
Okay, this time it does go down.
Okay, yeah, finish. Whew. All right, Breathe is in the top lane though, looking to try and trade Dragon for an inner turret. It's going to be a large influx of gold here for Weibo if he's able to get it. Especially if they get a cheeky Oscar in and with it as Jun coming up, trying to keep himself alive. As they're taking a lot of damage. Chris going to have to get out of there. The Rumble does fall, but I think they'll be trading top lane as it's Breathe looking to get out. That's going to be Noah collecting the kill as well. It's the worst possible scenario. As now Humanoid, he's got some more dashes. Light comes in, and Humanoid goes out. But Xiaohu may not be so lucky. Noah's flashing forward. He's a psycho, but it's working. As Light tries to push him away and will be successful.
Oh yeah.
It still comes down to the next big breaking point here, because it has certainly not been determined yet.
Well, Chris taking a fair bit of damage here is interrupted. No blast code for you. The Equalizer thrown down doesn't quite work out, but Crisp is already dead. Tarzan getting closed in on him. Breathe gonna have to be an absolute hero here, but he's knocked up. The Skarner's taken out. Razok with an amazing flash, but Light is now in the fight, and Noah will be taken out. It's a double. It is gigantic. Triple now for the Ezreal. Make it a quadra, and Light turns up, and the lights are out for Fnatic.
Oh my God! god! 4 kills in the hands of Lights Ezreal? This game just went so far the way of Weibo.
He's on vision. He's on vision.
Yeah, Tarzan does get himself over. Not going to quite find the stun, though, as Breathe gets into that backline. This Counter-Strike not quite as good, but Humanoid still going to get taken out of the fight. Another shockwave on absolutely everyone in that particular area, and Jun going to get taken out in the end. Breathe going to finish him off, and I feel like Weibo, they may have just started this snowball a-rolling.
Then turning everything over towards the Baron area of the map. I mean, it's 25 seconds on both Noah and Razork. Weibo just control the entire map.
And that one team fight, really good for Weibo, but not that great. I think this one is. Fnatic wasn't going to be able to contest, and as we see, Weibo pick it up even further, building upon that gold lead.
Yep, the Baron is going to be taken down, and I want to just put everyone's eyes towards Xiaohu. Breathe. Probably going to find out that there is a Jun in that brush. So far, he's a bit of a secret agent, finds a Magnet Storm onto 3. The cease and desist comes in. The Ezreal has been taken out, but Humanoid had to sacrifice himself for it. The knockups are beautiful, though. Crisp able to answer back, and Noah gets caught in the impale. I think that Weibo might just be too far ahead, and even though that great entrance didn't work, it's only Jun trying to clip Klopp away.
That's the beauty of a triple carry composition. Yes, Light gets taken out, but they have more than enough damage with the rest of the members.
Yeah, Jun trying to get to his fountain here. I don't know whether he's going to be successful. There's hungry Weibo players, and it's Xiaohu that's able to cash in 4-0-13 on this Orianna, looking so much better, and Weibo looking to even out the series.
Yeah, and they're going to get at least 2 here in the inhibitors, with Breathe immediately after that fight went mid to push the mid wave, so they got value out of both Baron buffs, pushing topside, pushing mid. They successfully get 2 inhibitors off of that fight as well. Also saying that was one of the more stylish Seeker's arm guards that we've seen from Breathe. Trying to pull off a last stand here.
It's going to have to be an absolute miracle. The True Shot Barrage does go wide. Razork tried to get in there just to push Crisp away, and he's just not going to even listen to him. There's a flash forward, though. They find the ultimate onto Xiaohu, but he just goes golden. And now it's Weibo's turn to throw a volley back. The 2-man shockwave is beautiful, and Light is absolutely untouched this time around. Humanoid has some mobility, but unfortunately he's moving only to the death chamber in this instance. 2 of these Nexus turrets will be taken out, and Weibo are going to even out the series here up against Fnatic.
We're going to a game 3, baby.
Woo! Okay.
He actually slams it. I was like, oh, you know, maybe Humanoid will play something a little bit different. No, he'll play something a lot different.
Things are going well pre-6. You're feeling good as Razork might have snuck in here.
Yeah, gets behind them. No Shattering Strike to come down, but now the Vault Breaker is good. Light in a bit of trouble. Only level 4 for Razork as Crisp tries to come round. He's still burning it. Razork flashes underneath and picks up the kill. He's still in so much trouble. The minions gets the shield from the passive. Not even close.
Incorporating this Swain, you know, we've seen already the success of these, like, unsuspecting picks,
Yeah.
you know, these non-meta picks from, you know, FlyQuest really leading the charge with a lot of that. But Swain transforms your team fight. Now he's under attack, though.
Yeah, does pop that ultimate. Let's see whether he can keep trying to take these health bars. That Demon Flare not going to be working out just yet. And that is Tarzan locking down the kill, answering back from Fnatic's first blood earlier.
So a lot of people are always going to keep on looking at Humanoid's flash. In this scenario, he also did not use it.
Are we still trying to work out how we feel about this, Kobe? Is that what?
Yeah.
When looking at the CS, we do see Weibo actually across the board doing well as Jun. Will be able to get the cancel.
Yeah, it does just crash down his way out. The flash impale from Tarzan, though, and even though the satchel does go off, it does nothing at all. Crisp is going to be the one, unfortunately, to grab the kill, but that is going to put Weibo in the lead.
Yeah, I mean, the Gnar is absolutely destroying up
Light's
there.
low.
Yeah, this could be a little bit of a problem here. Cease and desist, they just look to go in onto Tarzan. Mega Inferno Bomb does a lot of work. Crash down. So much CC in the bouncing bomb to finish him off, and now with the teleport, Breeze goes through. There's the Never Moving Light's in so much trouble. Oh, man.
To base. See if Fnatic can deny a single one, but it doesn't look likely.
Now that is going to be 6. That is every single grub this series that Weibo's been able to pick up for themselves. Vision of Empire just to see exactly what was
Look
happening.
At the vision.
There we go.
Yeah. They want to fight this.
It's so dangerous. Like Fnatic's, their circles are online, gentlemen.
Okay,
and
so
could be very scary. And so Weibo just going to give it up with the setup there.
it's a flip though.
For the second wave, like no one else rotated ahead of time up there. So in the end, Breeze still gonna get solo gold on this outer tower.
That's
just
like,
before the plates
that's
fall
like
down
a
as well.
600-700 gold swing. I think it was up 300 gold. And now it will be...
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So
it
Nar's
was-
going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Shelly Pit has been theirs this entire game. That is going to be secured here as well. So Tarzan will be able to put that one down. That is another turret destroyed.
That's another.
Yep,
How many
satchel
plates?
props, exactly.
But
As
with the
Tarzan doesn't quite get
Oh
through,
my-
does have to get,
The Rift
go
Herald
back
is
and get the eye.
Rift Herald is basically like a cheat sheet for killing mid lane turrets. So
Do they even need it?
yeah, actually with 6 grubs.
They don't need... Oh my...
And there was
Okay,
no one really here.
So, Fnatic, it really now is a, what, like 3-4 plays in a row are just getting mega out-rotated.
That right there, you
Well,
show up to the test.
even if you can drain. So, Fnatic, I think they need a good fight. One bad fight and they go in.
Ooh, Cease and Assist comes down. There's the combo with the Mega Inferno Bomb, and Noah locks down that kill and Impale to try and pull Razork back, but he's pretty tanky, and he's able to get himself out. Meanwhile, a bit of a battle towards the top side, but that is going to be the interruption.
That's big.
Should be free
And
dragon.
that should be it.
TP towards top side here.
Yep, Trishop Barrage
From
gets a fair bit of
Xiaohu.
information at the same time. Xiaohu looking to try and get that dive to work out. It should be the dragon going on over, but can Oscar be okay as he dives in? The charm is gorgeous. The flash pretty good, but back underneath the turret they go. They're surviving for so long. Breathe will be able to tank that last shot, and Xiaohu finishes him off.
Some praying there in the audience going on. Fnatic do still get the dragon, but that is a good counterpunch. You know, whenever, again, Weibo see Fnatic.
And now they're just looking to try and defend this bottom side, but that turret is just gone. Grand Entrance doesn't really do too much. The flash out from Razork, the Mega Inferno Bomb, just to try and get them out of here. This one out. I don't think she's going to be
Razork's on
charging into
vision.
this turret because I think it's an inhibitor that's going to be in front of her. As now Tarzan going to be able to get Noah out of there. Good satchel defensively, but the inner turret is also going to fall. And it's as if they've got Baron, but they don't even have Baron. They're taking everything down here as the Swain going to have to try and go back, but that is a charge onto an already dead turret. Charm going to be avoided, still taking a fair bit of damage. Vision of Empire, fair bit of damage there as well, as True Shot Barrage will clip him. Humanoid down to 50%. Razork trying to get in. Jun, he eventually presses the button, and that is going to be a beautiful pullback, but you can see Crisp, he's still able to get out of there. Breathe can tank up for so long because he's so extraordinarily fed, and they're limping away, but they're getting away. Noah has to flash, and he eventually gets it.
They know, but will they be in time?
Yeah, can they do anything about it? As you can see, Weibo, I think they're looking for a turn. Fnatic fully grouped, trying to get themselves in there.
Oh, that
And,
Mega Gnar.
yeah, that Gnar is looking absolutely gorgeous here from Breathe. Does he have an angle, though? Can he get himself in there? There is the wallop. It does go wide, as now the Cease and Assist on top of Breathe finds an R under 3. As now Weibo looking to try and get in. In goes Humanoid. Oh, this Demonic Ascension is massive. Still, it's Tarzan that's taking down the Baron. But can they kill this Swain? He flashes on top of them. And the answer is yes. They can indeed kill the Swain. Now, Jin, nowhere to go. Tarzan pushing them around. And Fnatic, we're just a bit too far behind.
Weibo slammed the door shut on Fnatic's hope. That is a clean ace plus the Baron.
It's limits.
If there wasn't such a big wallet difference, then maybe. Then Fnatic probably could have done a little bit there.
It was really big.
But the wallet difference ensures that Breathe survives, ensures that Weibo now full control of this game.
Making his way forward. This Gnar is more than mega. We need another word.
Giga Gnar.
Giga Gnar, there we go. It's beautiful. As Humanoid should be able to get rid of this minion wave using the Sith Lightning. Breathe now finds himself a little bit alone. I'm trying to do the math. I'm trying to figure out whether 5 members of Fnatic are enough to deal with it. And I think we've got enough tape to say that maybe that is debatable. As Chris now helping on a bit of an angle here. Cease and Assist going to be used here. Razork gets himself in. They look for Breathe. They get him down low once again, and finally he falls. But at the same time, it's a triple for the Ezreal. Make it another quadra kill. And you stop thinking about trying to kill Light at your peril. As 4 lying on the floor in an instant, and Xiaohu just trying to keep Noah out of there. These Nexus turrets are next on the menu, and Weibo Gaming will keep themselves alive here in the Swiss stage, and unfortunately we have to say goodbye to Fnatic.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup at the Swiss stage of Worlds 2024.
Level
for that
1.
dive.
It's a huge wave that is crashing onto this turret as well. As Umpty moves over, Impact is there. They're on a ward, but can Kiaya keep himself alive? That's going to be the question. Already getting taken down so incredibly low. There's the counter-strike, but it's just not going to do anything. And Umpty, he'll go down in trade, but I think they'll take that. Look at this experience going to waste. Yon's going to be all right up against Kiaya for the minute. Right now, the Leap Strike's saying no, as he is going to walk away. Should be all right for the minute.
There is no
Another
TP
stacked wave is coming on
available.
in, exactly right. As Yon just trying to do what he can, flash out of the way of the Vault Breaker, but it's not going to save his life. As Levi happily tanks up the turret, and that's a better dive this time around. Liquid is that TL have a lot of ways to deal with a Jax trying to come in. Bramble Smash, fantastic, but Buster Shot is one of the best anti-Jax abilities in the game. As soon as that Counter-Strike does come in, you just boop him away, and it doesn't really do too much. But that is in team fights later on. And so far in this early game, the Jax being put in such a great position means that his ability to flank in team fights not quite as relevant because he'll just probably mow through all your turrets.
Yeah. That being said, how much content have we made around GAM upsetting what are supposed to be major region favorites against them? GAM are legendary for that. Let's see. Wait a second.
Yeah, Elio could be in a little bit of trouble here. He's got a battle on both fronts. Elio just going to get smacked into the wall, and he's not going to be going anywhere. Is APA going to survive? The answer is yes. On about 100 health is now Easy Love just trying to get rid of Umpty, but he's pretty tanky as this Christmas tree. Meanwhile, on the other side of it, Kiaya trying to get that dive to work as Impact in melee range with Levi, and he holds them off.
Last time, the dive looked a lot better for GAM.
Arrow.
This
Headshot! What game are we playing?
I was about to say.
You know, towards this late
Nice.
game, it could certainly be a story of APA just moving into these lanes as, oh dear, cease and desist comes in, and yes, he's going to cease and desist being alive on the map.
Extend into the CC for TL. That's something that we haven't seen yet. When it comes to the 5v5, I think the GAM comp is still good, but it does feel like it's very reliant on Levi goes in, you hit the shockwave, and you go from there. As the setup pretty tough here on this top side play.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like Kiaya, when you're watching GAM, is always the most consistent player and always such a threat. He's just, even in games that they lose, he's able to do so much. Shockwave that will be delivered by Levi, who's now bottom.
Ooh,
Big cancel.
CoreJJ moving forward. Kiaya probably just going to be clearing up this wave, but that is a cease and desist, and CoreJJ picks up the shield. Crashdown is good. But will he have to flash here to try and get himself out of the way? The Buster Shot just to protect
Emo's
him.
on his way.
Yeah, he's not out of the woods just yet. Shattering Strike goes wide, and now it's going to be APA that's the target. Levi is so dangerous. That Shockwave was absolutely sick. And APA not long for the world. There's the Vault Breaker. The flash going to be used. But Emo comes in. And Levi, there's a reason why everyone fears this top jungle. Harder for a Jax to get towards that particular one. And 3,000 gold. That's what we're approaching here for GAM. Almost all of that money is into Kiaya and Levi. Kiaya especially because he's been in these side lanes getting all of this solo gold. And with our MasterCard lane economy snapshot, we're seeing that, yeah, we're a bit top skewed, but I think if you're a GAM fan, you're very happy about that as Levi looking for a little bit more here, but Impact pretty slippery. He's able to get himself out, gives Levi the thumbs up.
Free, hold on.
And everybody at least has their first items, but the GAM members are so far ahead, especially the top side.
Kiaya
It's going in!
Yeah, he's just going to get jumped on. I'm not sure about that one. Twisted Advance does come on through his Impact. He turns up at the same time. He's between worlds and teleports out. And the turret will fall down.
TL members up towards Kiaya, but Kiaya...
Umpty gets the tinsel out. Let's see whether they can actually lock down Kiaya here as he presses Counter-Strike and says, no, you're not.
Yeah, like two members is not enough. Like, Kiaya is fed.
Well, it's okay. CoreJJ's coming up. So let's see whether 3 members is going to be enough, as at least they do get him out of the way of this turret, and with those 6 scrubs, very easily take this one out. So there's another one, trying to claw back that gold difference, but it's not really working out. Levi over the wall. They're going to answer with this outer in the mid lane, and GAM just seem to be trading up every single time.
Trading up without your responses, then it would look even worse. Imagine the world where Kiaya actually was just able to stay on top side, and then the rest of the team also still got mid tower plus dragon. TL are trying to work something out.
These players into the right lanes to pick up this gold as Impact. moving in. Levi just going to push him out of there. They didn't know that he was around.
They can lock him down.
Yeah, see whether they can find him there as Between Worlds goes the Aurora. The arrow's going to go wide and Impact.
He's so strong!
What the heck is going on here? The Nature's Grasp doesn't work. He just grabs it in a 1 versus 3 and keeps himself alive. 2 items, flashing over the wall is Easy Love. APA just taking all of these arrows. Easy Love completes the kill there. And now Elio's starting up yet another fight. The rest of TL, they just want out.
The Sterix pops. He just brute force. They're not even done.
Yep, they're going back in, pulled back by the Shockwave, and Core JJ's wiped out. GAM now looking for this inner turret towards the bottom side, and this may have just been the back-breaking play.
Atlas, you said TL, they got to try and
Came off, but the rest of the team, I mean, you see Easy Love flashing forward on the Ashe for the chases here. Kiaya, now his turn.
Yeah, flash is over, and Impact just going to be taken down, bonked on the head with a lamppost. Kiaya will continue his push.
For TL, have their 2 items.
that is true.
So their dream scenario is
Maybe an overextension.
Yeah, perhaps, but Elio just gives him the door. There's the arrow as well. It's Umpty tanking up a whole lot as True Shot Barrage will sail through. Only hits onto 1. Umpty surviving. Sap Zipper going to be working out in Between Worlds. There's the shutdown, the double kill for Impact. He's trying to get out of there, but already he's traded up as now APA just shooting Levi. There's the shutdown, and it's another kill. This one going over to Jan, and that one worked out so much better for TL.
You put a dent in that gold difference. It's still going to be dragon stacking for GAM though, and TL trying to push on the other side of the map. They've got a control ward on Baron, and APA trying to split push with Tristana. Again, this is his comfort zone on the Tristana, continually shoving waves.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. When
Why
in doubt,
not?
just being started.
Well, that
Full vision.
yeah, but they do it really quickly.
Yeah,
it's gone.
Wait, it's just done.
It's just gone.
The teleport is going to come in, but it's way too late. Nature's Grasp. There's some bounty gold as well for Team Liquid.
And they exit.
Yeah, they get the control ward in there. There's the Vault Breaker flash to come through. APA going to be taken down first. Can they keep these Barons alive? Is going to be the question. Umpty, he's trying to get out of there like a secret agent. Is now Kiaya trying to get some stuff. There's 3. The Shockwave under 2. And Magnus Storm's trying to keep Jan alive, but it's not going to work. Everyone's in the blender. 4 on the floor. And Umpty's the only Baron that survived.
TL get Baron, but GAM make them pay!
Actually, the base isn't open, so there isn't a window here for GAM to actually just end the game. We've seen that happen, you know, the classic Baron for
the
Nexus.
Baron for Nexus,
That's
not a
not
great
the
one.
case here. The Tristana, one of the reasons why she is so powerful and was such a mainstay is because if you are able to buffer the initial CC, without his damage, this composition doesn't work.
You know, we're trying to melt through this dragon. They should be able to take that, but objectives and getting out
Core.
hasn't necessarily been working. As there's the counter-strike once again. Umpty goes in, is going to split the floor
don't
there.
know.
Yeah, Core JJ trying to find that Magnet Storm angle.
Wait, they do know. He's on the ward.
Yeah, okay, so not going to press that button just yet. Does have flash to try and get in if he can find another angle,
being
but now this
corralled
is
again?
looking very, very awkward and uncomfortable. As Impact off to the side, there's another Vault Breaker being channeled here by Levi, trying to find his opportunity as, yeah, Umpty was just getting melted. Between Worlds, Jan now trying to play these gaps, and Easy Love going to be taking down Levi. Could be the next one. Jan is free firing. APA trying to fight against Timo, almost able to take him down, as now Impact is bouncing after them. The burn, is it going to be enough as Emo is not walking fast enough. Jan gets over there, Mystic Shot lands. They lose 2, but they take 3 for it, and with that deficit, TL will take it.
They're going to get another objective bounty here, too. They're going to keep pushing, keep chaining. Team Liquid, continue the push.
They still haven't taken mid-lane turret! There's a bounty on that!
We got mid-lane turret, we got inhibitor turret.
We're gonna get it!
These bounty strats are so next level. You guys were telling me that this is a team that knows their macro. They've taken it to it. Like, this is not what I was expecting. The bounty meta is coming in, gentlemen.
This is not a strategy, Atlas. This is a bailout!
Gentlemen.
Being used. Is that going to be enough for TL? Looks like the answer might be no, as Umpty just staying on it. Control Ward does go over. True Shot Barrage onto 2. That is a lot of damage. This Ezreal is pretty fed right now. It's good buffer, but is he actually safe? There's the season assist, and it's APA that gets taken down by the Shockwave. Jan, he's still alive. Can he be the carry here for TL is the question. Gam's health bar is so low, but they keep the Phalanx, and Kiaya is now just bonking them all on the head. That is going to be the team fight win, and Gam might just walk through and win the game.
And even though APA gets the buffer, he's still an easy target for the engage. Gets blown up. and GAM is going to take game 1.
He buffered the Ash Arrow, but Levi delivers the shockwave from Emo, and GAM deliver the victory in game number 1.
What a slugfest here as GAM will take the first Nexus in this best of 3.
I mean, GAM, with the way that they played in game number 1 and being able to get such strong early game leads, this team comp is just so sturdy if they get ahead. Like,
Have seemed a little bit too synonymous with being able to take down so many of these teams. This year, though, you know, they did lose. These are best of 1s, but they lost to Flyers. Oh, that's a face check.
That's
and
2!
That's a cast curse if ever I've done one. Levi going to be taken out for first blood. It's Yon that picks up the kill. Easy Love now going the wrong direction. The Ashe is very, very dead, ladies and gentlemen. And you're welcome, TL. Sometimes you have to sing some praises to get some kills.
and they have put in so much prep for people invading for lane swap wards. Impact solo killed by Anar early on in this tournament.
So,
hoping it doesn't happen again.
there.
Well, he's going back in, looking for a little bit more. The Hyperprocs are really dangerous. Umpty's moving on over. There's the flash forward. Can the fear come out?
Oh!
He gets into the brush, and that is the kill!
So-
Impact not solo killed this time.
You think Levi? Oh, no, not waiting.
Oh, he's going to walk out of it. The Pop Blossom goes absolutely nowhere as Levi gets in, but the flash gets APA out of there. Emo, Elio trying to get on through as there's the dissonance. Oh, no, clockwork was wound up, and now the grand entrance comes in. Emo gonna burn down. JJ locks up the kill, and APA's back. He finds another one. Humpty, this ultimate hunter is almost fully stacked before he even has the ability.
Knock up from APA, but I think Levi actually still got stunned, so he uses his Q, uses his flash. So at that point, he is fully committed to just trying to make the play work. As free grabs come through, and Umpty is 3-0-2, 1.3k gold up.
Through the rest of the jungle, you already saw there with the extra lead that he has. Well,
Arrow going to connect. Shape Splitter is going to work out, but that was the clone, and he can hit both of them anyway. Emo going to finish that one up. The arrow from Easy Love looked too good.
and then on the Tristana and Tribush recalling.
Yes, Umpty is big, but do not be mistaken. We saw how good
There's
Scam's
some
fighting
darkness
was.
here as there is a Megana on the horizon, but I think he's dead before it even happens. Cull the Meek comes through exactly like it says.
Oh,
I completely agree with both of you there. They're making the call. Probably a lot of, the talk heading into this game is, all right, let's be calm in our play. Once you get your lead, just play this one out because we can't give up anymore. If you lose this, then you are out of the tournament, so they don't want to over-chase, take the guaranteed dragon.
imagine being Gammon trying to push a side lane late game where you have to check every wave for the right amount of minions. There's a Nocturne, and there's a Kai'Sa that can play off of basically everyone else.
Well, immediate teleport to come through here as Elio trying to get himself out. The Ruthless Predator holding him in place for a little while. Crash a wave into the top lane out of turret. You can see Kiaya already very far back. Pop Blossom also, as Easy Love is just going to explode. APA grabbing his second, and now Kiaya could be in trouble. Umpty is more than a top laner at this point in time.
Make sure no turret plates go down to Emo, and they can't keep pushing. So Team Liquid win the entire map in that sequence.
We have Umpty just pushing a full wave into the turret.
Yeah.
He's just
Well, CoreJJ is going to be in a little bit of trouble here. Battle Dance gets him out, and he's fine.
Behind as they push APA to finish off this tower, just in case there was any sort of GAM attempt to use that tower gold as bait.
Sometimes there's nuance, and we will be able to
We've
ask.
already talked about a lot of rating systems, so I feel like we need to get
There's
into the
plenty
depths
of
of
them,
this one
exactly.
as well.
No zigs in this game. We can't go through that one. As let's have a look at our MasterCard lane economy snapshot, and the snapshot is TL are winning by a lot in all of them.
What we're going to do next game, because this game really felt like with the way that the level 1 went, from that point on, the game is so hard as there is.
Yeah, Arrow going to connect, and it is going to connect.
And it's very easy for Team Liquid to progress their snowball in this game because of the fact that they got the early grubs. So
Umpty just, I was about to say, he just kills him.
Yeah,
right?
he's just gonna kill him. Has a spell shield that's gonna be used on the Shockwave gorgeously, and I could have been really hyped for that, but there was just no way. Yeah, he's just dead.
yeah, the general marching through the enemy jungle now actually pushes the bottom wave, starts to rotate over as Impact.
It does manage to get the stun onto Levi, and there's the Killer Instinct to go in. Okay, Yon might have gone a little bit too far, but the quickness comes on through, and the wallets are big and heavy. That is going to be a Pop Blossom. APA comes forward, and that's going to be Yon putting the last little cherry on top. And maybe there's another cherry, as Easy Love's going to have to flash away. Impact wants to try and catch up to him, but the volley will slow down the Crocodile, and Easy Love will limp.
Any fight basically is a good fight, right? This doesn't start out that well. A lot of damage goes into Yon. He doesn't really get to do as much as ideally he'd like, but it just doesn't matter. GAM is very deep into enemy territory.
And to your point, he is ulting, you know.
My
all
question
right,
is,
stop trying to curse.
Okay, tell me I'm wrong.
No way.
Well, there's a Pop Blossom, gets a flash, and there's a Paranoia, so I don't think that Emo's going to be getting out of this one. That is going to be the Tangle Barbs landing there as well. As meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, Kiaya trying to get that wallop down. It's going to work out, but Impact is so tanky. The Nara into the wall is fantastic. But Yon, they're just one after the other, dive bombing these members of GAM. And Kiaya gets under his inner turret, but he is still limping away without a jungler.
So as I was saying, what does it mean for the series? Because at the same time, like, this game felt like it was over, not necessarily level 1, but I think once the early skirmish came through, where they got the gank onto top side,
Grand entrance.
how is Game 3 going to look?
As that's Kiaya probably dead. He's burning down. KoJJ going to collect it with the Ignite, and now the base is broken open. Impact looking to put another dent into it.
APA, that's good spotted.
Vision, yeah, spotted out. That is very cute. He's just a Void Mine. I love that.
He's just hopping.
He's hopping around.
They do know.
He's hopping. That one is okay. Looking for an option here, as there's the Pop Blossom, hits onto 3. He's completely by himself. He's going to be guaranteeing a Baron for his teammates. And there he goes. But, you know, that is still the Vi being taken down. The arrow is going to sail on in, and oh my goodness. Thankfully, Levi was one of the ones that did fall earlier on, so that one wasn't going to be a thing. As now Impact gets into that backline, it's his
Crocodile.
turn. As Kiaya pushes him into the wall there. KoJJ not offering back a lot of damage, and TL throwing a couple of solo laners away, but now Yon gets in. My God! The plasma is raining down, and Easy Love is just really dead. Emo, the last one left alive. It wasn't clean, but it worked.
Right? All APA is doing there, he locks up the entire team on him, so there's going to be nobody else. I mean, I know Levi just sent it into the Baron.
Wasn't, of course, quite able to, because Hawkshot on cooldown, things like this means that you just can't get in there. TL going to look for Soul Point. They will be able to pick that one up. Now with the Baron, should be just about playing side lane homework.
This early stage in the game, but so is the Baron buff pushing, so you kind of see like the decision there from TL. They're like, you know what, APA, that is a cool looking ult, but we're not going to follow with Kai'Sa ult and Nocturne ult. We're just going to finish the Baron so that we can finish this game. And they use that Baron, push in, they've got enough money, and another one!
There's a 4-man Pop Blossom, everyone is just put into the blender. TL, they do want to get out of this game, move to that game number 3, and they do it decisively off the back of APA. The Nexus turrets are now just going to fall like an afterthought. And with one of the largest gold leads I've ever seen, they will complete the shellacking at 24 minutes and 20 seconds into the game.
We are going to 6 out of 6.
Oh, you love to see it.
I don't know how much utility it would reliably provide, because I also think that the type of melee champions that GAM have are able to evade, you know, like the kind of linearity of a Braum shield relatively easy.
Not a huge fan.
All right,
the lane swaps.
He was previously cursed, so let's kind of distance ourselves from that.
As Elio has taken so much damage, maybe mentioning his name's going to work out for TL, because that's first blood for KoJJ.
On the Wukong, hovering around there, but because Emo was chunked out too heavily.
Oh, is he just dead? Oh no, the Blooming Burst, and APA is still able to get it even after the flash.
TP back in.
APA's positioning here is so scary.
Monty's not 6.
Yep, Elio in a lot of trouble here as the Blooming Burst hits twice. Emo now trying to move forward. Having to do some face checking is Levi, only level 5. There's the knock-up, but it's onto a clone. That's not really going to work out as a heroic charge now from Elio, and APA, he's going to be taken out. Levi over the wall, trying to escape. He takes so long, but the Ignite will finish him off at the cost of KoJJ's life. It's a trade-up for GAM in this instance, as Umpty was able to take one of those grubs, but they're not out of the woods just yet. Or is Kiaya the one that's in a lot of trouble? He gets feared, has the counter-strike, and that's going to keep them away. That is a 1-for-1 so far on the grubs, but a good trade for GAM in the kills.
Yeah, APA got juked on his ultimate there. There's no way you're fighting Dragon, so does allow Team Liquid the objective afterwards. Umpty can just slip in and hold on to the Nocturne ult. Nocturne ult holding this actually puts a lot of pressure just by keeping the cooldown available.
Yeah.
The first Nocturne ultimate here kind of hanging over the heads of all of the laners. So...
Grand entrance comes down a little bit late on the steadfast presence there from Elio as these Mystic shots will connect. Yon is going to be Arcane shifting forward, something dangerous when you don't have a flash, but of course trying to bait this one out. As, okay, looking for a little bit of a gank, but there's the paranoia towards the river. The grand entrance is gorgeous, and this is why we liked seeing the Rakan locked in. This combo is beautiful, and Core JJ on a killing spree.
Well, Core JJ also kind of deserves some because he's the one who found, at least is trying in that efforts. TL already recognized it though, and they sent Yon down there. So Yon, or excuse me, APA on the Nico, again trolled by the minimap, but able to go collect that wave pretty quickly for himself, while Yon himself actually completes the Trinity Force here.
Do a great job and keep the pressure up, because even though this game isn't anywhere as snowbally as particularly game number 2, this is still becoming a big problem for GAM. I think that they are going to quickly reach the point where it's one big fight, and this time I do think they have the ultimates to make that work. Again, a lot of this gold lead is on this Rakan.
Still should be 2 objectives for TL though. With Impact solo winning topside, they can actually get that tower while they get Dragon.
And the big thing is he also sends Kiaya back. Kiaya had TP, Impact didn't. So if Impact doesn't find that play, Kiaya TPs towards the Dragon.
2
it's not good.
Mountain Drakes. It's just, I mean, that would be
We also haven't talked about how
Nocturne coming.
Okay. Yeah, remember, no flash up and available. In goes Umpty. They look for it. That is going to be the Keeper's verdict, but it does absolutely nothing. And now you've got Kiaya stunned up, charmed up, and destroyed. Elio could be the next one on the chopping block, as it's the tanky members of TL that are up here, and now the damage is arriving. Elio, I think he's just dead. The fear does go off, and APA, he collects his. TL just going from strength to strength.
Oh, and not only do they take out one of the best performing members of GAM, Kiaya goes down.
Oh, okay, that's a Cyclone, but the Pop Blossom is there. Picks up 2, but he dies. Immediately afterwards, now Yon going to get back here once again. The curtains are being called now, and GAM, they could have found a turnaround. Into the Shroud goes Emo, but he doesn't find too much more. And Umpty, he's happy to take that Shuriken. Sure that they have a game plan. There's an idea in mind in every move that they make. And the idea in mind here is kill them underneath this turret. In goes Umpty, finds another paranoia. They focus down the turret to make sure that that doesn't kill Yon, but now Levi's here. Can they get the turnaround? They've taken the turret, that's all you need. But he gets in, the quickness is so good, and they just look to blow up the Wukong. They'll take him down. Yon has the barrier, but he doesn't have his life anymore. The perfect execution is exactly that, as Emo looks to try and pull it back for his team.
Meanwhile, you're getting mid push in exchange for bottom. Jax right now, by the way, is on that turret, so he will also finish up an outer. That one that we just saw APA take, though, mid lane secondary, worth a slight bit more.
Now, the Rift Arrow going to maneuver its way down this bottom lane. This outer turret still up and available here, as Umpty's just playing Biffo with Levi. And I think Umpty likes those odds as the curtain call does come in. He turns off the lights to try and stop those bullets from raining in, but it's just... yeah, too little too late here for GAM. Kiaya trying to get himself out, leaps over the wall and gets the blast cone as well to safety. GAM in this game. TL, I feel like they have just a lot of the answers available. And that is going to be the first Mountain Drake and Mountain Soul point going over to TL in this game. We spoke already about how the fact that Mountain Soul really can be a win more button for a lot of teams. He's got a target on his back. He was so good in game 1, and they're looking to try and shut him down once again. And there's the bullet we call Umpty, diving in on top. He's fleeing while he's trying to get that counter-strike down, and it's not going to work. The auto is in the air, as it was earlier on in APA.
Sakali yet.
Yep, the Shape Splitter was so good at blocking some of these bullets, but the last one does come through. Emo, can he find the angle? That's the question. Is Easylove going to get knocked up and taken down? Elio going to be the next one. The Akali just couldn't get in time. Umpty now trying to fight him, but it is one kill going over. Yon could be in trouble next, but the all-out, the savior that is Impact, is able to take him down, and Yon limps away with single-digit health. It is down here.
That's the issue. If you don't know where Nocturne is, you cannot look for a side lane collapse.
I have a fun fact for you. Yon had literally 1 HP.
Oh, he just act 6K, 6.5K gold behind, and once this soul comes through, that's it. They need a pick onto someone, but so many summoners are available. Empty going in!
Yeah, they're just trying to find it. There's two with the Pop Blossom. It's not the most, but True Shot Barrage does so much as they dive forward. Emo trying to look for it, but once again, it's Impact that finds the angle, goes all out, and gets the Akali out of there. Now he's 1v3, and he likes those odds. The knock-up comes through. Kiaya is dead. Both of the solo lanes are down, and TL, I think they're still alive at Worlds.
They're gonna stand tall. They're gonna go grab their rewards here. The Baron picked up.
Takeaway, once you get ahead with this pick, is insane.
And it is so meaningful for Team Liquid as a whole, as a team, for Umpty to have another tool.
GAM trying desperately to find something. They get away with their lives, but they lose something that I don't think they can afford to lose. This game was already in a dire spot, almost a 10k gold lead, but now with Mountain Soul.
Maker's worst nightmare, Cassante right now, wielded by Impact. And they're going to be able to take down this inhibitor turret. Emo does get some bounty gold, but it's just not really going to work. Bounty gold for Nex is not a trade you want to take, but there's not a whole lot more that they can do. Yon in this mid lane is going to be able to take yet another. And TL, they are dotting I's and they are crossing T's, taking exactly what they need off this map. Levi, you can see hunting for an angle, hunting for an opportunity, but Impact just keeps pushing him back. He's a brick wall, guarding Yon, guarding him. He gets the double knock up with that Q3, and the Keeper's Verdict does come on through, but it's once again APA. He's pushed out of the fight. Pop Blossom still in hand, and now Umpty comes from behind the enemy Nexus to look to take down the opposition. Emo is just eviscerated in one swift stroke, and there's the Pop Blossom. Levi was the target, understandably so. And Elio, not a whole lot he can do. Easy Love just pushed back to the fountain, and TL will take down their second Nexus of the series and keep themselves alive at Worlds 2024.
These were some of the best highlights from all the matches of the day at Worlds 2024. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.